In this video, I'm going to explain CSS selectors. The question is how many CSS selectors are there? So there are total five different types of selectors. One is basic select selectors, other is grouping selectors, other is um, pseudo classes, pseudo space pseudo elements, and last one is other selectors. I will write one by one for each. For first basic selectors, there are uh, different basic selectors. So just again here which are the basic selector. First one is universal selector, which is star. That means select all. Just a minute. Universal selector. Second is type selector. That is div comma p comma h1 comma etc. Third one is class selector, that is dot class name, that is the way to select the class. T is id selector, that is hash id, and last is that is vector. And one more is there universal selector, type selectors, class selector, id selector, and wait a minute, just I'll write for next, that is grouping selectors. First one is um, general grouping, that is using any of these div comma p comma any of these likewise. Second one is the descendant combinators, that is div p. Then is child's combinator, that is div slash p. This is all the p inside of div. This is no, just immediate p inside of the div. and this is all the p inside of the div, and these are uh, sibling combinator, that is div plus p, and in general sibling combinator, that is div p. um, Pseudo classes. First, that is using before, then second one is using after. Pseudo elements like act is first one is state, that is slash over count slash active. How else we can group it as pseudo elements, and we can write child pseudo pseudo element, that is first child first child count, last child count, and a child. Okay, and then one more is there, and now the last one is remaining, that is other selectors, that is here one is remaining, that is attribute selector, that is um, attribute ptr is equal to value. Now this one, other selectors, negation has selector, has selector, that is has selector, negation negation not selector, and one more here is UI elements, that is target part group. So these are all the selectors where we can select any element for CSS. If you want to give background color or any CSS property like display text, border radius, color, text align, these all these properties, text center. So for these are the ways where we can select a selector, that is the universal selector, that means select all. Type selector, whichever we have used defined in it, that is div or p or h1, etc. Class selector, this is so simple that whichever class name is given, use write that class name, and before that use a dot and then open curly bracket, close curly bracket, and write whatever CSS inside of it. Same for IT attribute is also uh, the same attribute name, then its value, then it will take that grouping for div, uh, any of these part. This is general. You can pick any of these like using, like for example, we can write in grouping if there are box 1, box 2, box 3, we can write dot box 1 comma dot box 2 dot etc. Descendant combinator div and p. This is like be inside of it, whichever p are there inside of it, it will choose the those. Child is immediate p inside of d. Sibling is on the same level, p just next to div. General siblings is p, uh, all the p's after the c corresponding, not inside of it. This is not a child. Pseudo classes before and after. State, pseudo elements. Pseudo elements, state wise is hovers active selection. Child is a child pseudo element. First child, last child, and a child. UI elements, target, root, other selector, this one. So these are all the selectors I think I have covered. Thank you.